What's going on, guys? Nathan with Technology Smash back with another video, and today I have a quick overview of this projector from Crenova. So this was sent to me by the company a couple weeks ago, and I told them I would go over it and let everybody know my unbiased opinion. So I'm going to have some cuts to this video to some other information and kind of show how it works and how it looks. But this is the basic overview of what you get and kind of the size and what it looks like right here. So this is a up to 1080p 5000 lux brightness on this guy. This is a bigger size, so you can see with my hands here, this is like an actual one that you would mount on like a ceiling or something to actually flip it upside down or use it as a real projector. It's very lightweight, which is nice. Weighs very easy to move around and things like that. I'll go over it in like the other video part of this, kind of what it looks like in the ports around it, but I wanted to, in this first part, go over what you get. So in the packaging, besides obviously this, you get this extensive power cord that's already connected. You get an HDMI cable, which is always nice. You get this little like 3-prong adapter for older audio video stuff, so you could set up like a N64 or something like that to it. And then you just get a bunch of paperwork and booklet information, warranty info. And then I wanted to go over the remote here. So this is nice. It's just plastic, and it's got very clicky tactile buttons. So this will let you do everything that you can do on here, you can do on this top part as well. So kind of get into the other part of the video now and show you kind of what it looks like and what else and how I use it and how I set it up. All right, so here we have the projector. I'm just doing a voiceover here so I can kind of give you an overview so you can see the front. Really clean looking too. I like the way that the actual projector looks. This is a stand that can unscrew, and it holds the cap that goes over the lens on it so you don't lose it. There's rubber feet on this, so to give you an angle, obviously, so you can angle it up to the wall. And then here's that remote that I showed. There's an IR blaster on the front here, and on the side here is a little vent cover, like a dust shield, I think. So you can pull that out and clean it off if stuff gets stuck in it, which is nice. Or replace it, I'm guessing. On the top here, you can see it's the same exact controls as that remote. So if you don't want to use the remote, you can use that. And then on the back side here, you can see I actually just power my Chromecast right through there, which is awesome. You don't need a different power source. So there's 2 USB-A plugins, and I just plug it directly into that. And you can see the HDMI. So I can get a lot shorter cable to make that easier. Power switch right here. And then you can see on this side, there's several more plugins. You have some audio plugins and like a straight DisplayPort plugin too. But yeah, it's pretty robust. It has a lot for the price that you're getting. So you can see here, there's some settings that I'm going to go through just to show you kind of what you can do. So you can change, obviously, the picture mode, which you can do pretty much with anything visual. Change the color, the sharpness, the brightness, the temperatures of the color. You can change the aspect ratio, which is always important, especially if you're watching older stuff, or if you're, like I said earlier, if you're playing on something like a N64, you would want to change the aspect ratio. There's my dog there, you can see. And it's always good to have these options. Most stuff is going to be probably 16:9, but you can do an X and a Y zoom, so you can kind of change the directional of the picture and how it shows. Down here, you can change the orientation of the screen. So if you do flip this upside down and mount it to a ceiling, you can have it show the proper way. Keystone correction is going to have you angle. So if you angle it too much, you can see the top is kind of zooming in and out. So I kind of line it up to the wall on the right to see if I have the angle perfect. It helps a lot with the picture and the focus all over the place. So that's going to make a big difference. And then there's a lot of other settings in here that are pretty standard. We don't really need to talk about each individual one, but you can change the fan speed, things like that, set a clock, obviously, and do different sound settings because you can externally connect sound to this, which you might want to do. You'll hear at the end here kind of how the sound comes out, but I use a Chromecast for mine for the most part, just easier, so I can just cast stuff straight to it, and that's what I'm going to show you here. So I do it in a wall in my kids' playroom area because we have like movie nights and they really like to set up in here. So literally just cast from any of the tons of apps you can cast from, and that's how I do mine. I just have the remote there for the volume, for the actual projector, and then for controlling the video, I just use my phone. So you see here, we're going to launch Dumb and Dumber, and then if you don't know or you aren't super familiar with Chromecast, you can just kind of control everything through here. So I'll show you fast forwarding through the video just randomly wherever you want. It will just bring us to that spot. I'm going to link all this stuff down below. Well, I'm going to link the link to this projector. I really like this a lot. It gets really bright. It sounds great. And I think that it is definitely a good buy. So at the end here, I'll kind of let you hear and play out to how the sound is. But thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
There you go.